I think that having a vision means several things. One very immodest element, which is a belief that your decisions are consequential and could have an impact on people. That has to be connected to a genuine ability at a very tangible level. So you have an idea of, oh, this is a very practical, local, challenging problem I'm trying to solve. But you hold in your mind an awareness that solving that small, local, practical problem could have significant, global implications and consequences. And I think vision, in part, is the disposition that carries both perspectives in parallel, simultaneously. So every remark is charged with the specific and the general, the local and the global, the pragmatic and the super ambitious. I mean, there are two views of science, right? One would be that it's a very specialized intellectual pursuit that requires many years of training. It requires specialized instrumentation and some form of rigorous collective appraisal of its outputs. The institution of scientific practice. And there's another perspective that says everyone is essentially a proto-scientist. Every day you're forming hypotheses about the state of the world that you're testing informally and coming to a reasonable conclusion. And I think it's the full spectrum is populated. And so science adds to the mix, amplifies mathematics, amplifies logic, telescopes amplify perception. So science has found a way of taking what I think is a core universal property of sentient beings and turned it into something super powerful. And so society has to be together enough, has to be fair-minded enough and sensible enough not to self-destruct before it comes to a much deeper understanding of its ultimate possibilities. I happen to be a person who believes in investing in the very long run. And so a few of us have to be deluded enough and ambitious enough to think that we're thinking about the very long term. It's like medieval cathedral construction. And I want to invest in something that makes the very long-term prosperity of life on Earth increase. I was fascinated by the logical structure of thought itself. I find mathematical hypotheses very weird. I find mathematics unbelievably odd. Why does this simple little idea that you can articulate mathematically or through narrative help us understand the world and each other? What is the nature of those structures? They all have this representational encoding property where they distill the essence of something that appears mysterious or inscrutable. It's like finding a book of hieroglyphics and thinking, what do these symbols convey? What do they mean? What do they encode? There's some deep mystery here. And the thing is there is a deep mystery. It's this world is genuinely unknown and appears infinite. I mean, I think most researchers would agree that we're just scratching the surface of the phenomena. That this planet and this solar system are a tiny fraction of the structure of the universe. And how could you not want to understand that? I want to understand what's out there. I want to understand, in a very deep way, the limits of our cognition, the existential limits of the species, what the limits of life are.